do you make of your head coach speaking out like that, trying to buy him some space?
Yeah, you support what he's trying to do, and you feel at times that guys are, I guess, trying to get in his way and take liberties on him because of his speed and his skill and who he is as a player. So, I've always said this: you try to leave the judgment up to the referees and hope that they make the right calls and do the right jobs, and they go through a pretty I guess intense process to become a referee. So it's just you trust that they're not a big factor in the game, but also you obviously support in the coach what he had to say yesterday after the game.
Is it as simple as the best, fastest player should probably draw the most penalties in the league or close to it? Is it that simple?
Well, I think he does as well, and I feel like sometimes he doesn't get calls because he almost draws so much, and sometimes they overlook calls on him. But the main thing for him is I think is just not getting frustrated and focusing on what he needs to focus on, and that doesn't just go for him. That goes as us for a team. And it's almost like when a guy is going at that top of speed and you do get a hook in on him and stuff like that, they do fall or move or get bounced around a lot harder than someone that's not moving as fast. And so that's the way I see it, especially with a guy like him. Yeah. You don't hear him talking much to the referees. He kind of leaves them alone, and you don't ever hear him whining or moaning or anything like that most of the time. But sometimes he will throw his hands up in the air because he does get tired of it, just like anyone else would. But for the most part, he's just focused on playing hockey more than anything.
How many of these tactics for slowing down the other team's best player do you think Hitch invented?
Well, over his years, I'm sure he's come up with a few things, especially with, the championship level teams that he's coached, in his day. So, yeah, I guess, he would have came up with a few, especially back in his day.
Hitch said, we'll play it with toughness. What does that mean for you? Do you just have to go talk to a guy, or, do you have to play any differently, or do you get put on that line and try to stop that?
No, just playing hard. I think playing hard between the whistles and playing in the other team's face and just battling and those type of things. So I think I think asking him would give you a better answer, but from hearing him say that, I think that's my interpretation of it.
Milan, talking to Hitch about yesterday's game, he talked about how the team, maybe for the first time since he's been here, was frustrated because they couldn't get on the inside. Is that as much of a learning experience for this club, just kind of going through the ropes?
Yeah, for sure, and those things are going to happen. You're going to have games where you're going to get challenged and checked, and things aren't going to go your way, and it's just all about working through those things and trying to keep yourself in it and not trying to get frustrated. And it's a long season. There's a lot of games, and you're gonna face different teams, different systems, different players. So it's just about rectifying those things and finding ways to get through them so that they don't creep in and linger in the upcoming games.